What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our draft analysis for the NCP Summer Slam 2021. I am live on twitch.tv/MattOshea here with quite a few people in the stream right now. Volt, Tez are here saying hi. How's it going? This is the two of them. We're going to have people coming by throughout the entirety of the stream, having a ton of fun with the draft analysis that's going to be going on right now. And then right after I'm doing this, we have the battle episode, or week number one rather, round one against Platinum Howler and his Delta Gliders, the return of Platinum Howler to Draft League. But we're going to do that on a separate video, that actual battle. That'll be up a little bit later, so make sure you guys enjoy it, I guess. And that's really what we got to say. This, you guys can actually see my team. You know what my team is. This team is kind of crazy. It's an 8 Pokemon team. We broke up into, I think it was 4 different draft pools, and we had, I think it was 8 different coaches in each pool. We were in pool number 3, and we ended up with the 3rd overall pick. Absolutely fantastic. We were able to get something really, really good and some Pokemon that I really wanted to use. And honestly, I think one of our team is probably one of the scariest teams out there. It really is, because, God, okay, let's just cover this. We have a lot of Regenerator. And when I say a lot, I mean 2. No, 3. We have 3 Regenerator mods. 3 of them. What? Like a half of our team is regen. Crazy, especially in a league that's only 8 Pokemon. We can just continuously wear things down and regen, get our health back up. It's gonna be very, very clutch for us. All right, let's go ahead and cover our first Pokemon. Before we do, guys, do me a favor, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on our team down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We just passed 1,200 subscribers on the channel. Absolutely amazing. I also want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube channel members. Number 1, we got Liv, we got Hayes, we got Eric, who are all in the tier 1. We then have Volt, and we also have Swords Dance Gaming on YouTube. So shout out to those 5 for becoming YouTube channel members. If you want to click the join button to become a YouTube channel member, there are 3 different tiers, which are all have different levels of, I guess, support and perks that you can get access to. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Our first pick, 3rd overall, was Tornadus. This Pokemon with the Assault Vest, with the boots, with Regenerator, with the coverage, with the speed, and the bulk is just so good. I honestly wanted to use this thing in singles for a long time. I got the chance to use it in BBL. Unfortunately, in BBL that was Ubers, and it's just not as good in Ubers. It really isn't. It's just pressured by way too much. So instead, we get to use it in this singles tournament now. Honestly, with Regenerator and the fact that it's a pure flying typing, it has an amazing defensive typing. Without boots, it honestly wouldn't be as good, nowhere near as good, but it's still really good. So we're going to be rocking with this Pokemon for the time being as our first overall pick. The coverage it gets, the bulk, all that stuff, it just really is fantastic. 121 base speed is absolutely incredible. The fact that it gets knockoff, U-turn, gets access to defog, a nasty plot set in this game, and this setting could be really good because a lot of our opponents are only going to have very limited checks to flying. Flying is one of the most spammable moves in the game, spammable types in the game, and firing off hurricanes, +2 hurricanes, +2 air slashes with coverage options. Oh, forget about it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to see what we can do with Torntherian. But on top of that, a defensive Pokemon as Torntherian is very good. Next up, we get the wheel come back around, and oh my god, how is this Pokemon around still? It's Tapu Koko. Why is Koko still around this late in the second round? I don't know, but I'll take it. Yes, I have to deal with Tornadus Therian's weakness to electric, and I'm boosting electric type attacks. That's okay, we'll just get a really good ground type, and we'll get a lot of good electric immunities or resists. I feel like we can definitely do that with an 8-person draft. Being a fairy type and being the speed that it has, the fact that it also gets momentum, the fact that it's just a really hard hitter, a powerful breaker, but also a good pivot for us, kind of plays into my strengths. I'm really good with Pokemon that can pivot around in and out and just wear things down over the course of the game. And that's exactly what Koko will allow me to do. I've had a lot of success with it in the past. I believe it actually has the most or the second most kills of any Pokemon I've ever used, which is insane. But the plan is that we can just put in work with Koko, and ideally, if we can do that, we'll be in a really good spot with Tornadus or with our next few Pokemon. And Koko's just going to be an absolute breaker. It really is. Calm Mind sets, Bandit sets, Spec sets, Life Orb, whatever is going to be putting in the absolute work for us. I cannot wait to use Koko. And fixing up our speeds here, 130 base speed at the top of the totem pole is really good. So I'm excited to use Koko, see what it can do for us. Pair it with Tornadus. I don't think that pair is going to ever happen again. But hey, we'll give it a shot. Next up though, I really want to try this thing out. I felt like I had to take it now or it was going to go, and that was Galarian Slowking. This thing honestly would not have made it back to me, I think. Just the fact that it's a regen Pokemon, it had a pretty good points for us. It really ended up working out well that we could get this thing. The fact that it gets Regenerator with Tornadus is great because Torn is weak to a couple different types, and Slowking just really doesn't care about a lot of them. Like the Pokemon that Slowking are going to have, that are going to be able to wear down Slowking. The Pokemon that are going to pressure Slowking are ground types mostly, physical ground types. And what's immune to ground? Torn T. Dark types. Ghost types. Those are the types that are going to really wear down this Pokemon. And electric type attacks, unless they're coming from like a stab physical Pokemon, I can like sponge with Slowking. Like I can beat, like Slowking can beat Tapu Koko 1v1. It can, which is nuts. So ideally, this Slowking can be a really good pivot and a really good pair with our Tornadus. And that's good because a lot of the Pokemon in this format, a lot of the Pokemon that are really good in this format are Ghost types. And Ghost types aren't affected by, well, normal types aren't affected by Ghost types. So if I can get a really good normal type and pair that with Slowking plus Koko plus Torn, which all resist, or 4 times resist fighting, then that normal type won't die. That's fantastic. And the fact that they have Regenerator too, forget about it. It's just absolutely fantastic. Now, I really want to have something that gets rocks. I also felt that my defensive core is really good against one specific type as well, and that's grass. So we decided to go with Swampert as our ground type, because Swampert not only provides me with momentum, let's try it again. Not only does Swampert provide me with more... Yeah, what's up? What's up, Joe? How's it going? Oh, we got Kelly following. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Not only does Swampert get momentum, which we absolutely love, but it gets Earthquake, it gets Rocks, it gets access to Yawn on top of that. It's super bulky. Its speed tier base 60 is kind of problematic. What's up, Liv? How's it going? It's gonna be problematic because we have a really big speed gap. We really do at the end of this. You're gonna see our draft at the end is kind of crazy how big the gap is. But the fact that its only weakness is either Freeze Dry, which, I mean, Slowking is gonna chew, especially for Assault Vest, and Grass type attacks, which we have 2 amazing Regenerator Pokemon to resist those attacks, is great. We just have an incredible defensive backbone, and all of these Pokemon, while they have really good defensive niches, they are fantastic offensively. It is incredible how good they are on the offensive side of the field game. Yeah, you got the point. So I really feel like having these group of 4 is gonna be absolutely fantastic. Then round 5 comes around. Now round 5, I don't know why this Pokemon was available. I really don't. In an 8 Pokemon draft, when you can only draft 8 Pokemon, types are limited, checks are limited. Do you grab a normal type? Maybe, maybe not. Do you grab a dark type? Maybe, maybe not. Well, then if you don't have those, do you have a check for Spectrier? Probably not. So we decided to go with Spectrier here. Now, this was really unfortunate because it kind of weakened the rest of my draft, but at this point it's just so overwhelmingly good that I felt like I couldn't pass it up, because even though I don't have answers like a fighting type, my team doesn't have a fighting type, spoilers, and I really highly recommend drafting a fighting type with Spectrier, I decided that this would be a good option because I can really wear down a lot of fighting types with, or a lot of the normal types rather, with my Regenerator core. So we decided to go with Spectrier. Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Sub, Specs, whatever the case is, this Pokemon can really do a lot of work, and I think that having it around will just force so much prep that the rest of my team can just almost win a game on its own, because my top 5 are so overwhelmingly good. I feel that we can really have an opportunity to just clean sweep a win. Next up though, we have our Silvally. Now Silvally was kind of necessary because we wanted a way to kind of patch the holes. I don't have a ground type, or sorry, I don't have a steel type right now. I don't have a, I would say fairy type, but I don't have a steel type. I also don't have a fighting type or a normal type. So having Silvally as a way to be a general catch-all is really nice. I feel like having it around is just going to be absolutely incredible for our entire roster, because it just patches up holes so nicely. It gets Parting Shot, which I love. It gets Defog, which is great to have because we don't have much. What am I saying? We have so much Defog, but having a good reliable one is great as well. Offensive Silvally can put in a lot of work. Silvally is just great though because of the coverage it gets, the typing it has, and it also bridges our speed a little bit. We have now a speed tier that's between 130 and like 60, which is nuts. Our speed tier is all messed up, and like our speed tier drops from 121 to 95 to 60. I don't understand why I did that, but it's done. It's done. Honestly, I think Silvally, just the first 6 are going to pair so well with each other, and that's not even including the last 2, which honestly have some pretty good niches. Our 7th Mon is going to be Tangela here. Now Tangela adds Regenerator, which is absolutely amazing for us. It really helps us out because we can then kind of pressure the water types that are going to come in, because my water type doesn't resist water. I felt like having Tangela was really important, and it's going to pay off week 1 because we play against Dracovish, so it's really nice to have. Regenerator as well, Stun Spore, Knockoff, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, really good. Really, really good. Next up, other than that, I don't want to spend too much time on Tangela, but next up we have Dunsparce as a normal type. Why did I get this? It's a secondary rocker, it gets Glare, it gets Roost, it's just decently bulky, it gets Baton Pass as well, I'm pretty sure. I think it gets Baton Pass plus Yawn. The Curse set is definitely a set. The Bulk, I think it's Bulk, I'm not even sure which set it is. There's a set that basically you run Serene Grace Headbutts with Glare and you just flinch things down like a little mini Togekiss. So yeah, that's a pretty cool set. I would be excited to do that. But you guys, this is our team. This is our group of 8 Pokemon. And you guys are excited for this series, this mini series, this mini draft league, the NCP Summer Slam 2021, then make sure to leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts on it down below. Subscribe to the channel. If you're on Twitch watching, shout out to you guys. You're part of the OG group that are watching as it is getting recorded. And guys, without further ado, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next time.